Native Instruments just released a brand new instrument called Circular. They're calling it an expressive polyphonic sequencer. So it's an instrument that creates different sequences and textures depending on the notes you play. Sounded interesting, so decided to check it out. So we're gonna make some music only using Circular. See how it is. Not sponsored, by the way. I did get it sent to me for free, but they have no say on what I can or cannot say in this video. Let's get to it. All right, so here we are in Circular. So let's see how it sounds. Okay, that's interesting. So it's playing these sequences depending on what note you play, but you can play chords too. It changes it. All right, this is really interesting. Let's check the atmospheres. So from what I'm hearing so far, I feel like, actually, before I say what I'm about to say, let's go into sequences just to see what it sounds like. I like that one a lot. This thing got a lot of sounds. This is just the sequence. Let's go back to atmospheres. Yeah, there's a lot of sound here too. From what I'm hearing, I feel like this thing would sound really good on like scores and more cinematic productions. But I could also hear this being used as like a layer. If you're making beats or samples and stuff like that, using some of these sounds as layers and textures just to enhance it slightly. We're gonna try to cook up something only using Circular. And I think, was it this one? I feel like we can lay something really nicely down with this. And up here, you can change the key. We're gonna leave it in A minor just to keep it simple. What's the variation? I see. There's more randomness to it. Reverb and delay, we already know what that is. Oh, you can also do it through the presets here. Makes sense. But I would just do it in here because, especially with sounds like this, with sequences, they give you previews. And I think previews on an instrument that does more like sequencing, different movements, and as the sound evolves, this is the way to go. Yeah, when I click this, it doesn't give you anything. All right, so this is where you can really change the sequence yourself. So, you know, you hear all the movement, hear the things changing, but you can customize it yourself to exactly what you want it. Effects, and then you can mix in these effects. We're only going to use presets though because the presets are made to show off what it can do. I think that's the best way you can hear what kind of sounds you can get out of it. So let's lay something down real quick. Let's add another layer. Go back into atmospheres. Do this one. To be honest, I'm just gonna do the same MIDI and drag it down. See what that sounds like together. So that's a really cool thing you can do. You could probably just take the same MIDI, take the same progression or whatever you have, and just layer it over and over and over again with just different sounds. And because the way the sounds evolve and have like different sequences, it's gonna sound like you're playing a bunch of different instruments at the same time, but they all work together because you're using the same MIDI. But it makes it sound like you're playing just a bunch of different sounds on it. Like what we have so far is just 2 presets with the same MIDI progression. And when you click play, it sounds like there's like 5 different instruments, 6 different instruments going at once. And they're playing different melodies. It doesn't sound like they're on the same MIDI. So for this one, I pretty much took one of the sequences, played it as individual notes so it doesn't play through the whole sequence and just only a piece of it. I kind of want to find something with a little downbeat. When we were going through some presets earlier, I definitely heard a couple, so let's go through some. Let's do this. And honestly, we're just going to use the same MIDI. All right, let's do one more sound, but we're going to go from the bottom this time because I feel like we went through a lot of the top ones and the atmospheres and sequences when we were going through the presets and the sounds I use. I feel like they all start with A. So let's start from the bottom. Let's hear these atmospheres from down here. I could hear the scene that this could be used in. Let's do this Sensei Escape. Let's hear how it sounds with our MIDI pattern. The same one we've been using the whole time except for that one sound. And then with everything. Like it sounds like there's so much going on, but they work together. And I can just use the same pattern and just, arrange it out. And with it arranged out using the same pattern, it's going to sound completely different because all the sequences are different. So you can take one chord progression, one melody, and just throw out a bunch of different ones of these. They'll all work together, but they'll sound completely different. All right, so I think we're going to call it there on our track. But let's talk about circular a little bit. Now, as someone who's a beat maker and sample maker, I can't see myself reaching for this very often, but this is definitely a scoring machine. So if you're trying to make those like cinematic atmospheres and scores, I can see this thing going crazy and getting a lot of use on those type of tracks. And I really like how customizable it is too. So while it looks like, everything has its own pattern, you can legit click into these and customize them. It'll completely shape your sound. And you can change the sounds as well, so different sound sources. I'm sure you can figure out by looking at this. The red around here is the A sound. The B sound is controlled by this yellow. The green and blue are the C and the D, and that's how it chooses what sound plays at which pattern. and you can really customize that. You can change the sounds. You can even randomize the sounds. Go into the sequencer, tweak it yourself exactly how you want it, or you can just randomize it to get something random for everything. So you can really make it your own and create unique sounds that other people won't have. I will say though, it is kind of pricey. As I'm making this video, it's $200. So as someone who's a beat maker, sample maker, I don't think it's worth it. But if you do scoring, I know scoring tools cost a lot of money. A lot of those instruments and libraries that are built for scoring tend to be really expensive. So I'm guessing that's why it's priced this way. So if you're interested, link in the description. But that's gonna be it for this one. If you like the beat, like the video, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know exactly what you think. Subscribe for more videos, and be sure to check me out on my social medias and music and all streaming platforms as well. All linked down below. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
They don't know what it takes for you to chase your dreams. All these sacrifices, don't know what it brings. This just feels so right, yeah. This just feels so right, feels so